Since the human civilization, which is a continuous process of discovery and self-liberation, science and technology has been a male bastion for several years, but women have also played a brilliant role. Today, as we have entered into a new era of knowledge economy and witnessing a new revolution in information technology, since the 1990s, the wisdom of women scientists and engineers is shining with greater brilliance. And I am talking to you about this because I'm heading a women's technical university, which is located in Delhi. And this university is one of its own kind in the entire country, where we are offering various programs in engineering and technology exclusively to the girls. So these girls are they have become part of the knowledge economy, and they have done wonderful job. And from my own experience, I am sharing these thoughts with you. Women's role in development of economy has been phenomenal because they form 50% of the population, and therefore they play a greater role in future development of science and technology, healthcare industry, financial sectors, and academics all over the world. Before the 19th century, while most women were dedicated to housework and the upbringing of their children, a very small number of outstanding women left their footprints in the history of science and technology through persistent efforts and pursuit of science. But you can see that despite not getting enough encouragement, the studies have shown that women's approach towards scientific research is phenomenal. Science has developed better with women's participation, as women are capable of conducting precise and creative scientific research. They are capable as rational observers, interpreters, and discoverers of the order and the laws of nature. They are capable as inventors of new methods, techniques, and technologies. But they do not realize this hidden potential within themselves. So they need to have a lot of self-belief in themselves before they discover these inherent qualities with which they are blessed. The inherent skills of the women scientists have been seen because they are blessed with remarkable intelligence and creativity, and thus they have their own advantages in making scientific discoveries. Women's inclusion and inclination to pursue harmony and humanism has positive effects on the goals and methodologies of scientific research, making it more sustainable and human, and greater attention paid to the ethics of science and environment, thereby achieving this harmony between man and nature. You will always find when they conduct some kind of a scientific research, they are inclined to follow environment-friendly practices by nature. They try to conserve everything because in their own household, they try to work within limited means. So they are not wasteful by nature, and that is the reason they are able to do sustainable research, and they also respect the planet. So they follow environment-friendly practices. Women's networking skills and associative thinking is unique and special, providing new perspectives and approaches to multidisciplinary, systematic, and integrated scientific research. You must have seen that as a woman yourself, you make friends faster. When somebody comes in your neighborhood, you are the first one to become friendly with your neighbor. And that is known as the networking skill, and which promotes associative thinking, which women are blessed with naturally as a gift of God. Their patience and carefulness and cleverness enables them to be highly focused on research, helping them carry out experiments meticulously. So these are some of the hidden talents which I would want my female scientists present here or the students present here to recognize within themselves and appreciate them. Women's organizing skill, collaborative behavior, they are extremely helpful in promoting teamwork, in scientific research and any other activity undertaken by them at their workplace. I have seen, as a Vice Chancellor of a technical university, we have 5 departments in our university and 6 different schools of studies. And I have seen that the best managed departments and schools are the ones which are being headed by women. How come it is happening? Maybe their organizing skills, their collaborative behavior and teamwork is better than their male counterparts. So although nobody recognizes these skills, inherent skills within themselves, but it is time that we know what we possess and we know where to go and how to go. In the previous last 2 decades, a new economy has emerged, and we have seen participation of women in the era of knowledge economy, innovation, and we have seen that they have become the driving force. Knowledge, ma'am, can you just... So the knowledge-based industries have become the leading industries due to this new economy and knowledge economy. And therefore, due to the physical limitations, demanding work schedule and harsh working environment, earlier women could not contribute much in heavy engineering industries. This is what our CM had told us, that since men used to work in the fields and they were physically more powerful, that is why women confined themselves to household chores and household activities. But now that we have a knowledge economy, and therefore these mental services which have developed rapidly, creating new industries and job opportunities which are suitable for women, where gender is no longer an obstacle. Now that we have IT-related industry, healthcare industry, education, banking sector, that is where mental power is more important than physical power, that now the women have started making a major contribution and they are being recognized for their work. 50% of our population is of women, as you all know, and therefore imparting professional higher technical education to women results in overall development of family and society. The Indian industries and MNCs in my campus, since I represent a women's technical university, they are recruiting women engineers without any gender bias to correct their skewed gender ratio and to improve gender diversity. The participation of women workforce is increasing day by day in engineering, science, and technology. The IT industry has changed the perception about women as major contributor to the economy. Hence, women's participation is essential to the overall economic growth of the country. The World Economic Forum study 2016 shows that India ranks at 105th position among 135 nations in the Global Gender Gap Subindex. And India's total workforce is 478 million. Out of this 478 million, only 115 million are women workers, forming 24% of the workforce. The population is 50%, but only 24% are women in the workforce in the organized sector. In unorganized sector, I'm sure the number would be very large. Out of this, only 5% of women are in leadership position, which is a very sad state of affair. Whereas in other countries, globally, 20% women are in leadership position. Can I have some water, please? So what are the challenges? And what stops these women to come and join the formal sector of the workforce? There are dual responsibilities, the challenge of dual responsibilities. As you all know, that the woman has to work at home as well as in her office and workplace. Till mid-management level, women perform really well as they are great team players, sincere and dedicated. However, it has been seen that during these productive years, as they move above the corporate ladder, at their workplace, they have to do dual responsibilities. And these dual responsibilities of taking household responsibility, raising children, having children, rearing them, bearing them, takes a big toll on them. And then they sometimes sacrifice their career to buy peace at home. Women face the challenge of dual responsibility unless they have a strong support system at home. And that is the reason why many a times they call that a woman is like burning a candle, which is burning at both the ends. She has to put in a lot of hard work to prove herself at the workplace, as sometimes she's ridiculed and reprimanded for being a woman and not performing due to her household responsibility. And at home, again, there is a lot of expectation from the family members because she's providing them a lot of support at all the family members at home. So at both the fronts, she has to be active and contributing. But if you want to make some kind of social transformation, it is very important that these women, they consider themselves equal, independent, confident, and creative in their thinking, and they realize their true potential. They need to improve their professional skills and innovation capability by participating in academic exchanges, collaborations. And you can see that now girls have started coming out, they have started traveling, they have started attending various events outside their home, outside their cities, outside their country. And that is what is needed. Sustainable workplaces need to be created to accommodate talented women. Women-friendly work culture has already evolved in many industries and corporate sector. They are creating an enabling women-friendly environment at workplace. So that they can leverage upon the strengths of female employees and bring out the best in them. Many organizations are now focusing on making their workplaces more facilitative with better improved services and support system to attract and retain women employees. So please do not limit yourselves to your hometown, to your own country. Go out and work, because the world is creating such opportunities for women at workplace so that they can balance their work life. Women should aim to achieve a balance between the roles at home and as well as a technologist, an academician, an entrepreneur, and scientist. Women sometimes have to work much harder than men to balance domestic realities with career dreams. New work patterns have emerged in the last decade, which provide flexible timings and work from home options, which are emerging, setting women free from strict work schedule and helping them to strike a work-life balance. We are very fortunate that in our country, in our legal and policy framework, women are provided with equal rights and opportunities and wages. But due to household responsibilities, there is a greater challenge for women to devote time and engage themselves in meaningful research, take up full-time corporate jobs, and climb the corporate ladder. And often it is felt that these women, they hit the glass ceiling despite being capable and worthy of leadership role. So as I said, that out of the 24% women which are part of the formal sector workforce, only 5% reach the leadership positions, despite being worthy. Because of the perception of glass ceiling, which is many a times is a self-imposed limitation. The proverbial glass ceiling is sometimes like a mental barrier which comes in the progress of women, and it prevents them to realize their full potential. And I must say, from my own experience, working for the last 35 years in the field of education, administration, and science and research and scientific research, that the glass ceiling is just a perception. This is my personal experience, and by observing so many fellow colleagues. Don't limit yourself with this proverbial glass ceiling. And women, if they have the talent, determination, they must rise above this perception. The women for whom their work is a passion, they are able to strike a work-life balance and forge ahead. If women exhibit enthusiasm, zeal, and passion to be good at work, then people forget the gender bias and the glass ceiling shatters. The women who never adopt this self-defecting belief in glass ceiling are the ones who make it to the top in their chosen vocation, whether it is academics, politics, business, finance, scientific research, or technical innovation. I have seen that in the last 5 years in the HRD ministry, a lot of women have been given roles of being chairman board of management of NITs. Like we have Kumud Srinivasan, who's president of Intel India. She has been nominated as chairman board of management of prestigious NIT Trichy. Then we have Vanita Narayanan, managing director of IBM India Private Limited. She's heading the board of NIT Suratkal. Aruna Jayanti, CEO of Capgemini. She is also the chairman board of management of NIT Calicut. Vasanta Ramaswamy, founder director of Aprameya Associate, is also head chairman board of management NIT Rourkela. Jaya Panvelkar, formerly head of NVIDIA Pune Design Center, she is now the chairperson of board of management of NIT Surat. So we have so many role models and examples in India, and therefore my message to all the aspiring women scientists and technologists is that our country gives equal opportunities to both people from both the genders. It is up to us how we avail this opportunity without feeling that we are less in any which way. In the financial sector, already the glass ceiling has been shattered by many women CEOs. In the IT sectors also, 50% of workforce constitutes female employees. India is a country where women PM, CM, CEOs, and mayors have been accepted without any gender bias because most of them have performed better than their male counterparts. Therefore, the message, the motto of our university, the women's university that we have is Apo Deepo Bhava, which means be a light unto yourself. The woman of today has to brighten up her own life through the pursuit of knowledge, acquisition of wisdom, leading towards self-discovery and enlightenment without depending on others. Thank you very much.